Taking the reins of this game, so you better find me. See the BS numbers really on time. Keep it updated, probably demonstrating that we really iconic out here making changes. Chop the game, we the ones who best. Hope fans, we up now for getting next. Trigger, Trey, man, it's all Al Jones out here keeping it. Yeah, you already know the game. You know what I'm saying? Family, doing these real podcasts, giving out fake news while we out here keeping it real, raw and authentic. You feel what I'm saying? We the ones. Let's go.
Yo, what it do? What's popping? It's the undeniable, it's the reliable, it's the one and only Trigger Trey Knight, and I'm passing it off to my boy. Oh, wrong way.
Wrong way, but it don't matter. You know, this is your boy Blackout Jones, historian, man. You see Bullet Club all day. Ashe Wrestling, man, represent. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm ready to get this episode started, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. Let's go.
Exactly. Let's go. You know who it is. What's my name, boo? Mr.
I can't hold that note. You know, you got that. You just singing.
You know, a little respiratory work. You'll be fine.
I got bodied by a singing, person. You know,
all right. That's all right.
Quavo, Chris Brown type stuff. And as y'all see, you know, our illustrious brother, Mr. Carlito Cannon, is not with us tonight, but he is here in spirit. The Cannon. We said it right this week. We said it right this week. But he'll be back with us on the next episode. But fellas, it's been a hell of a week in wrestling, pro wrestling.
Yes, it has.
I guess we should start with the unfortunate news of Mommy. Mommy is not on top anymore. She's on the bottom of the barrel.
Oh, okay.
She is sidelined with injury, and she had to vacate the Women's World Championship. She had to vacate.
Oh, you got the women's joint too?
Yeah, you know, she had to vacate this pretty John. How we feeling, guys? How we feeling?
Well, first of all, I feel bad for her. Because, you know, we talked about it, how, you know, at first her reign wasn't really reigning. And then after that, it was like, man, she just put on matches after matches and, you know, being the leader of Judgment Day. Just like out of nowhere, you know, she had a great match with Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. And then just out of nowhere, now you're hurt because of an unfortunate incident that occurred, you know, in regard, you know, with Liv Morgan or whatnot. But it seems like now, with her being gone, it's infiltration from not only from within, but also on the outside, you know, in regards to the Judgment Day. So Mommy, when you look at Mommy, it's kind of like she was the glue that kept everything together and kept everything in motion. And now with her being gone and out the way,
right? Everybody
knows it. They know who the real leader was. Now it's like what they say when blood in the water, when sharks in the water, they smell blood. That's what it is right now.
We all know that I was not the biggest fan of Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, we know.
Like, not at all. But let's be real. I wanted to see her lose the belt, but not due to injury, though. I wanted somebody to knock her head loose, you know, in kayfabe or whatever, and win the belt. It sucks that she got injured because that's not what anyone wants to see. Like her biggest fan or, you know, hater such as myself.
That you are a hater.
Huh? No, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want the girl to get injured. I was the first one screaming when Liv Morgan threw that chair, and I was like, "Oh Lord!"
Look, Pink. Oh Lord, Jesus! Somebody help her.
I hit the Bernie Mac on her. I was concerned.
Jordan.
Sure. And then next thing you know, she hurt. I was like, God, dog. You couldn't just lose the belt. Maybe her arm was too messed up for them to do like a little. Well, no, I was going to say like a little
injury angle type thing.
10-second match or something to lose the belt on a fluke.
I think like it's like how leading up to it, you already had a pre-existing injury that wasn't really severe, and then we go into, you know, Liv of all people throwing you into a wall, and now either your shoulders popped out of place, or your elbows messed up, whatever. I don't know. I think it's a shoulder injury if I'm not mistaken. But it's like that sidelined you, and this second portion of your reign has been marvelous. Like Becky Lynch and Rhea put on a banger of a match, and it's probably one of their best showings that they had with each other. Like Rhea's just been exceeding tremendously. We've seen the kind of going back and forth with Damian Priest. We already knew Mommy was the leader of the Judgment Day, and now the world is falling apart because judgment has come upon Damian to give judgment to others. And while he was being judged, he lost the tag titles, but he found redemption and cashing in and winning the men's World Heavyweight Championship. And I feel like he feels like he's on top. He's got to be that guy. He's got to be that leader. Mommy's not here anymore. But
like he's not even dressing up as Judgment Day.
No,
as a Judgment Day member, like he's out here with with the nice clothes, as a champion should.
Right.
As a champion should, but now it's more of I'm on top, you're here, handle your business, stay out of mine. That's where we at right now. And then with the Liv Morgan situation, what better way to get your revenge to go at Dom, who we all know who Dom is connected to. So that's going to be a whole nother story by itself.
Oh, for sure. Like I think, and now, I mean, since we own Dom's injured now too. So we got two members of the Judgment Day.
It's kind of ironic that they both got little arm injuries, though.
Yeah, like little broken birds and stuff.
Yeah, but what happened to him? I miss what happened to him.
Honestly, I don't even know.
That's what I'm saying. He just showed up with the arm in the sling. I don't know, bro.
Probably some elbow or shoulder injury, like his mommy. But I mean, we even see Dom has been getting a little defiant. He's like the little kid that, hey, don't touch this, and I'm gonna go touch this, and now we have consequences because you're allowing Santos to come into the fold. You invited Andrade into a little bit into the fold, and you're bringing all these outside people that's causing friction. And for some reason, they feel like they can't pick up a W to save their life. And now you see Damien's getting hot. He's getting pissed. I mean, understandable. I mean, because you're taking L's. You're looking like, well, they were looking like the New Day out there in Imperium for a while, but we'll get to that little news shortly. And then which leads to what happened this week or yesterday was the Women's Battle Royal. And I think that's probably the best way you could have done it. As far as putting a vacant championship on the line, I don't think we would have wanted 1v1 I guess the little tournament that they would have, everybody line up, because then what you're gonna have, Becky versus Nia, or Nia versus Liv, or Liv. You got so many options, but I think that was just the best fitting portion to have as far as crowning a new champion. And I think it flowed well into what they needed to do. Now, as far as who won it,
I'm saying I ain't even see the doggone battle royal.
I mean, I don't know. I guess at first I didn't agree with it, but then I kind of understood, because first of all, you don't want Liv to win it, because then that don't make sense.
Why don't?
Because it just doesn't. Because the point was not for Liv to be champion. It was really for Rhea to be champion, for Liv to go get it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that wouldn't have made sense. And then Nia is just Nia. So where does Nia make sense at anyway?
I mean, who would face? I don't think I would have been all right with a Nia run. I probably would have been more all right with a Liv run, because Liv can go on this heelish run, as you would say, and just kind of be the prissy person. And then I didn't know if they were going to introduce Alexa Bliss possibly again in the near future. I don't know if that's happening anytime soon, because I know she was getting ready for her in-ring return. Because out of the whole Battle Royal, I don't think you had anybody that would be very convincing besides those three: Becky, Nia, and Liv. Shayna, I mean, I don't think we ever gonna get a Shayna run. Let's keep it real. I mean,
as much as I wouldn't have wanted to see it per se, to me, it would have only made sense for Liv to win that joint, just because she's the one who put Mommy, as y'all like to call her, out in the first place. It'd have been like, in her mind, her twisted little mind, poetic justice. It's just like, hey, I cost you the belt, now I got it. Say something to me. Oh, you've been at home for about 3 months.
I guess she's used to being in second place. She's been in second place coming for a while. So I mean, I guess I guess we got to let her run with that, you know. And then I don't know as far as redemption arc, you know, is she gonna be crazy live again, and you know, how long is it gonna be till the fans turn on her type situation? Because we've seen how that happened with her first run. Everybody's excited. Oh, she cashed in on Ronda, and then a few weeks later,
you whack, get out.
exactly. So how would that run as champion? I mean, I guess she was a face, but can Liv really interact as a heel and make it believable and make it a long run at that until what?
They're
I
gonna have
think
to try one day.
she if Rhea doesn't have like two a two in depth or under needle surgery, I think she was gonna be out for maybe 3 months, if I'm not mistaken. But I think if she goes under the needle and she gets the full surgery, I think it's 8 months.
Yeah.
So I don't even think she would have made SummerSlam if I'm not mistaken. Or she'd be right at it.
Yeah.
SummerSlam in August. That's like 4 months.
Well, she wouldn't be making that.
He said September.
Yeah, I think September, October-ish is SummerSlam. But yeah, I don't think she's making that.
SummerSlam ain't in no September. That's autumn slam.
You're right. I mean, look, they changing dates left and right, man. We don't know when we get pay-per-view. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's where we at. And then
early fall slam.
And I think Raw has been going in a direction to really pull you in a little bit closer after Mania, and just really setting up for the draft. I think the whole situation with Chad has been needing to turn heel. I've been needing this, this Perk Angle run to come up.
Yeah, Perk Gable.
Perk Gable about to come in the building, about to thrash and slash everybody.
Stop that though. Perk Gable.
I mean, with everything that's going on, like how do y'all feel about Chad's next journey into this role that he's going into? Like, do you feel like, hey, what he said last night, what he said towards the current Alpha Academy, was that justified? Was it needed? And then going forward, like, how do we see his turn going as far as longevity wise?
The roasting the Alpha Academy seemed a wee bit forced to me, just a wee bit. You know what I'm saying? Like his delivery was cool. It was just like the jokes was kind of corny, like calling Maxine dumb. It was just like, word, that's he getting used to being mean. But I've been waiting on this heel turn for about 3-4 months. Ever since his baby was crying when he lost that belt that one time.
They ain't never gonna let that man lay that down.
No, you can't whoop me in front of my kids, have my kids crying, and I'ma just still be a nice guy. Hey, I'd have had to see Gunther that night. It's like, bruh, do it again. Do it right now. I double dog that.
I bet you won't. Hey,
you see, that's my child, son. We can't know. Just like Charles Barkley said, you can't beat that man in front of his kids.
Well, he ain't beat him in front of the kids, but he beat him in front of his wife. Snatching right out of her hands.
And I was standing up. I was almost on my sofa.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I think WWE is in the era of, man, don't go near your wife. Like, not for real. Don't go near your wife. Let's see. Chad Gable, see what happened to him. Drew McIntyre, you saw what happened to him.
Yeah.
And then Sami Zayn, you saw what happened to him. Like, don't go to your wife and celebrate. Don't do it.
It used to be like that with parents.
When Shawn was on that, and then his wife ended up catching a bop to the face.
I think for a while Vince was on a like, hey, let's just start kicking parents in the head, beating them up, like Miz's dad and John's dad and all this stuff. I was like, man, I said, look, y'all are getting real wild. But I think with Chad, I hope it's an elevation for him, especially on the mic. I want him to really get comfortable being on the mic and really spitting off that not so green, like happy-go-lucky Chad Gable type stuff, like really get raunchy, really get down and dirty and into his promos. His in-ring is by far one of the best that we have. And as far as leading him into that next thing, like you said, it was kind of cringy last night with him going off on the Alpha Academy. I was like, this kind of ain't it. But I see what they trying to do. I see trying to light a force and a fire on everybody behind. And it obviously did something to Maxine, because Maxine said she was showing out in the women's battle royal. She said she eliminated Indy. What the other girl name? Damn. Candice LeRae. You know, and I think that it's probably going to be a growth point for her after Chad leaves, and it's like, hey, I really need to step up.
Yeah.
And maybe she gets drafted to NXT, and get some little reps in. Maybe we get another Otis singles run. Maybe, don't know. Or they might just stick with Otis and Tozawa, and they still keep the Alpha Academy running. Don't know if they decide to bring Chase U up and kind of bring Chase U Alpha Academy type situation, fantasy wise. That might be looking good for the tag team division. And then you had DIY and Awesome Truth go at it. It was pretty good. I like to see Ciampa. I like to see how he progresses in his character. He always gives that passionate, like, nah, this ain't right. I don't like losing. Nobody wants to be a loser. And then, you know, Johnny's over there like, hey, bro, like, it's all right. No, it ain't all right. It ain't all right. And
so let me ask y'all this question.
Let me give you an answer.
Do y'all feel like this individual, I'm not going to say the name yet, do y'all feel like this individual got exposed last night in regards to his promo work because a certain person is no longer around? And I'm talking about Damian Priest, because that wasn't a good one that he did last night. And normally Mommy is the one that talks.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're the champ, now you got to talk. That was probably the one time where I was like, yeah, you're not really sounding too confident.
I think he was like that in the beginning of Judgment Day, like when they first formed, when Edge was still with WWE. Like when he would speak, he would kind of just trip over his words. He wouldn't know really what to say. And I think like when you have somebody to really go off of, you have that energy to flow. And now as you as a champion, you got to hold your own. And Jay's done got reps by himself, and Jay's got reps with his brother. He done got reps with Roman. He done got reps with Paul. He done got reps with Sammy. And I think, I mean, you can't really say Finn, because Finn just really started really getting on the mic just as much when he got to the Judgment Day. He really wasn't spitting on the mic before. And then Rhea's been on the mic, but I think it really did expose him. I think he should definitely, as a champion, excel in promos, because that's what you're gonna be doing the whole time. You're promoting yourself and your championship as the best, and you out here getting showed up by.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll get it together. You know, I mean, you know,
fingers crossed. You know,
fingers crossed. Because that was kind of like, I was like, what? Yes.
I feel like he'll get it together. Now, as far as him being a champion and a lot of what other people is putting on, he should definitely step his game up, because it's crazy how Drew's game of promo has elevated even more than what it used to be. Like this menace of a man, the Drew.
Look,
he's just out there having fun. That's part of what it is.
Look,
you know, Drew.
Look, when he said last night, man, I was in tears, man.
Bruh, listen. Burger. After a burger. Hey, sir, chill on the Big Macs, man. You're getting a little, stuffy right there, buddy.
Yeah, that was wild.
But he is right. Them one-liners, he's got the one-liners down pat. And I think everybody else should kind of get on that. Like kind of pick up the wave of getting comfortable with being on the mic. And Trips is doing that a little bit more. I've noticed that is allowing guys to go out there and get on the mic, have some time, and really push forward their talent. I would say.
They out there saying what they want to say, and it's a beautiful thing. That's what Damian Priest need. He need to settle into himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then he'll be fine. Mixing that what he speaks, Spanish? Mixing that Spanish like he be doing. He's not doing that no more.
Espanol.
Yeah. But he'll be all right, you know, first time around. I mean, when he don't have nobody to feed off of, you know, like you said, so you know, we'll see.
See, I definitely thought you was gonna ask a different question, because I thought somebody else got exposed last night. But you probably ain't guessing who. But was it me, or was R-Truth looking 52 years old in that ring last night?
I mean,
he looked a little gassed, and I was just like,
what you want? What you want?
He's 52 years old, but I ain't never seen him just, like out of breath. You know what I'm saying?
Look, man, he's 52.
Like
Give him grace.
But I was just like, man, true. Where you at?
Still tag team champion. Give him grace.
Still tag team champion. Ain't nobody gonna take it away from him.
Hey, look,
Miz will take it from him.
Yeah, if the modern day DX couldn't do it, then I don't know who can.
These two right here, Lucian Price and his reign. Oh no, that's not them. Who was that?
I don't know who these people are.
Yeah, I don't know who these guys are.
Who you, Hoppo?
But yeah, big
dude.
like
crime time.
No, I'm saying.
Let me stop. But I feel like Raw was pretty decent moving forward going into Backlash in France. But SmackDown, oh my lord, SmackDown. Black, I'm gonna let you go ahead since we got Bullet Club. Since it's Tom. Look, we ain't got the Thomas stuff on this week, but hey, it's really up. It's really up.
But it's it's really up, man. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Look, that's been my guy ever since I became I started rocking with Bullet Club. I'm talking about in 2013, and I've always liked him. And I mean, just to see. I follow him through New Japan, Ring of Honor, you know what I mean? Just to really see him on this particular platform, where everybody can see who he is and what he's made. Like you haven't really, the WWE universe really hasn't seen him in his in-ring work yet. Wait till that happens.
They ain't ready.
Wait till you see how he gets down. But yeah, it's a proud moment for me. You know what I mean? Yeah, and. I'm glad he didn't go to AEW. I didn't see any place in AEW where he would have been a fit. The only thing I could have saw was, you getting back at Jay White, but then what? But
what are they really doing with Jay White?
Well, I think eventually. Look, we said this about Swerve. What are they doing with Swerve? And then look what happened. We used to say that a lot. Dude taking L after L after L after L, and then now we're here.
Until Prince
but we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
But yeah, so you know what I mean? So things happen, just you gotta have patience. Hey, even Roman Reigns. We back in the day it was like
it was a long time coming.
And then look what he became, look what he evolved into.
Hey, look at us. Look at us. Look where we came.
Hey, he brought me back. The bloodline brought me back.
Hey, and it did. And I think the new age bloodline that we're getting ready to go into is crazy. I didn't expect the bloodline story to get such a resurgence the way that it is, because how can you top what you've done over the last 4 freaking years? It is hard. But this new era of WWE, this Triple H, this Paul Levesque era is going in a direction that is already like, damn, boy, these boys got that fire and desire to get more.
They saying it's imminent.
Oh, look, we're talking about Mr. Fatu.
It's imminent.
If he
as soon as
Friday,
if
that man debut Friday. Man, look, Paul Heyman gonna be even more stressed.
His hair turn white again.
Look, look, did he have his phone this week or last week?
No, I didn't even see his phone.
Look, I didn't see his phone. Look, you ain't making no phone.
That shit.
It's already been. But who's the tribal chief?
Solo. I mean, look,
is
Solo.
he or
is that a boy?
Or is the man with the vest?
Yeah.
I think behind the scenes he the tribal chief, but as far as the front scenes, I think I think Solo. I like having Solo on the mic now because it's giving more of like, damn, we get to see NXT Solo. He's not in that Umaga not speaking role. He doesn't need somebody to speak for him. He's wearing the suits, but he's not calculated and meticulous like how Roman was. Roman got advice from Paul, but Solo said, bump all that. I want blood. I want this. I want aggression. I want to put pause on everybody because y'all think that this shit is over and it's not. We still the ones.
Yeah, we still the ones. I want my MFT.
Look,
What does that stand for?
money, family, tree. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Somebody gonna have to break the acronym down because we need a little elaboration.
That mother loving trigger.
Mother MLT.
No. I'm not gonna say the F word.
Oh,
yeah,
we can't say that. Yeah, we keep it PG. Well, keep it TV 14 over here.
What I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I think overall, as a segment, it's definitely lining up, especially like bringing the cars back. You know, got a little crash in the parking lot, and you like, oh damn, this is where they go. Yeah. Look, Kevin Owens came out bloody, and I think Kevin Owens, he should be tired of getting beat up by Roman in the bloodline. It's ridiculous. I mean, how many times Kevin Owens gonna get his tail whooped against the bloodline? Yeah.
You need to bring his big old son out there.
No,
stop.
Get it too.
Stop.
He's.
I thought you were talking because he was heavy, you know.
No. Oh no, that boy tall. Oh, he heavy. Well,
yeah,
he hurt that.
He a little heavy.
No, man, it can't hurt nothing. That's a low center of gravity. So you know, then try to tackle that if you want to.
Oh, I get him. I'm not. Look, I'm taking his knees out. Bump all that. Look, I ain't playing fair. You taller than me. I'm going for them knees, cuz.
Yeah, I'm going for the knees, baby.
Knee knocker. And then I think we got Cody and AJ. We saw a good matchup between LA and AJ Styles that opened the show. Man, I know this probably might be AJ last run, but boy, AJ moving like he ain't never moved before.
Yeah.
That boy.
He's still that dude. Man, you know what I'm saying? He's still that guy. I mean, this is gonna be a great like Bullet Club.
Look, we getting at it France.
That's what we getting.
Oui.
That's what we getting. You know, so this is gonna be a great matchup. I think this is their first time ever going against each other.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
It is.
In WWE or in general?
No, just in
general.
They ain't never fought each other.
No.
That's crazy.
They ain't never lined up.
Just understand. Cody was in, OVW and, in WWE while AJ was TNA.
Mm-hmm.
And then TNA, AJ went to New Japan.
And NWA.
Cody was still in WWE. And then once AJ came to WWE, Cody went here to New Japan.
I definitely thought they got up on the indies some way.
So they never won. They never met up.
That's crazy.
Because I don't think Cody was ever an indie guy. I think he came straight into OVW and then went to WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he quit being Stardust and then, made the.
Yeah. He didn't start being an indie guy until he made his debut in New Japan and then he started, Ring of Honor and,
right.
doing the independent shows. They talked about it. I saw the other day where in Defy, it was Cody against Swerve.
Yeah. Man. Hey, Swerve has had some matches against some real good guys, man.
Yes, he has.
Swerve has got some matches under his belt. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
And let's not forget he was kill shot in Lucha.
Yes, sir. Whew.
So he was putting on banger matches then.
And I think like just the way that all these guys either have cross paths or haven't cross paths or have been on similar alignment and have not touched each other yet. Yeah. I think it makes for a great matchup because Cody, AJ, they're both getting up there in age, but they still versatile. Their move sets, I would say their move sets will probably complement each other because Cody can get a little technical, but he can get, he can get a little range, he get a little height on his stuff. AJ, he can get his submission game going. He can get you with a little high flying this, high flying that. And I think that French crowd's gonna love it.
Yeah, of course.
That's gonna be a lit crowd. And I think, we know AJ ain't winning. But you're gonna give him a good match. Yeah, you're gonna give him a damn good match.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great match for sure.
If he win, I'm cutting it off. I'm cutting it smooth off.
Man, you gotta worry about that.
Yeah, you definitely
That's organizational suicide.
Yeah, you did all that work to put Cody on top just to let that man lose it a month later.
And it's personal defense.
You thought that they had the most views of not liking Cody giving up his WrestleMania spot. Wait till that happens.
Boy, listen here.
That must break the internet.
AEW about to get a flux of viewers. Right now.
Just like that.
Look, viewership is up by 90%.
Just like that.
I'm like, hold on, how they get 4 million people to watch the show?
Look, hey man, everybody said WWE just over here. They doing their thing. They didn't mess that up, bro. They don't mess that up. And while I bring this up, how do we feel about this Bianca and Jade tag situation? Like, I'm kind of iffy on. I don't know.
I mean, we know where it's going.
Yeah.
Eventually, you know what I mean? Right now, I feel like everything is keep her safe.
There you go.
Right now, keep her safe. We gotta show her. We gotta put her on TV. We gotta do something with her, or the natives are going to get restless. So in a way for us to protect her, let's give her 6-man matches. Let's give her a match against Chelsea Green that last 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea will do the job, and then let's put her in a tag team so we can still protect her until she's ready. As I stated before on the last episode, she's the Luger. She's the female Luger. Luger didn't really have too much going on, but he was popular. The fans loved him. He didn't have much in-ring. You know, he had torture rack. He'll hit you with the press. He'll hit you with the suplex. He'll hit you with the forearm. And that was it. That's all he needed. I'm looking at Jay like, why are we trying to force something on someone that may just not have that? This is what this is. This is who she is. And let's just go with what she got going and just kind of work on that part of it as far as keeping her relevant, keeping the crowd, the fans loving her. Because at the end of the day, she's better as a heel than a face, regardless.
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? When Big Show first got to WWE and he was doing all the drop kicks and nip ups and all that stuff. And they was like, "No, fam, we're not going to have you doing that." They put him with the Undertaker for him to learn.
No, fam.
Listen, bro, if you're going to be a big man, we need you to be a true big man. We don't need you to be acrobatic.
Yeah, right. It's one way of doing things.
A luchador.
Oh, my bad. I was talking over.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I didn't know who was talking for a second. But yeah, Jade is used to one way of doing things because she is still sort of fresh off the AEW lifestyle. So they go and throw her with Bianca, who's been at it for a little while and been at the top of her game doing it. And just like, hey, run with me for a little bit. I'll show you. I'll put you on game. And then, you know what I'm saying, eventually they feud together. They cut her loose and all that stuff, and she'll be fine. Right. That's what I'm seeing with that tag team right now. They'll probably win the belts. You know what I'm saying? And then, I don't know, somebody kicks somebody in the face, and it's just like, oh, what's going to happen here? And then they, split and fight for a couple months or something.
Yeah, of course.
And then Jade will be on her way to the top.
Yeah, I completely agree with both of y'all, especially with like keeping her safe, because we know that she's made strides and improvements, but as far as we can't really see in depth how much the strides and improvements have been showcased, because obviously she's been in six women tag team matches. She's only been in 10-15-second matches, and she showcased her signature and her finishing move. So, and a big boot, a power bomb, and that's about it. So, yeah. I mean, you can't really gauge off of that, but I completely understand, really keep the investment secure, because even if she has flaws and the world already knows her flaws, let's not get the reputation that we've enabled her to still work off those flaws. Let's get her to a point where she gets to work in, and on these live event scenes, she's getting reps in these tag matches. So she understands, all right, well, in a tag match, I can work this spot. I need to run the rope this way. So when I get to singles and I really start working, then it really depends on who I'm working with. I think she makes smaller women look great, especially like by her moveset, because she's such a powerhouse. And obviously her and Bianca are definitely going to win. That's no doubt about it. I think that's Black Girl Magic set up. Get it. Get the T-shirts printed. Go ahead and let's get a nice a nice Black woman's run with the tag team championships. I think that's going to probably last, I would say probably till SummerSlam, honestly.
Yeah.
But
I
you
would
think they win the belts quick?
Yeah, I think they'll have a run until SummerSlam, and I don't know if they lose it or if the turn happens, and then that just sets it to the road to WrestleMania, with Bianca and Jade. But then again, is it? I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily be for gold, but then again, I don't know how open I am to giving Bianca and Jade unless I see more. If
Right.
it's not to the part where I'm like, I'm not going to be invested because they just don't mesh well, or their in ring is going to clash very bad. I don't think I want to see that on the grandest stage of them all and it being done like Jimmy and Jay,
Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest thing that I would have for them. But I wish nothing but the best for Jay. Hopefully it does work out for her. Hopefully the investment that is put on her and all the eyes, all the money, all the glitz, all the glam makes her even more motivated to really put out the best product that she can, and lead the women's division. Obviously, she's probably going to be champion one day, depending on how she fares in this business. But if not, like we said, I think she's going to probably be a challenger. She's probably going to have that. If they give a mid-card title to a woman, maybe United States or Women's Intercontinental Championship type style, and that might be it, sadly. But
hey, something's better than nothing. You know what I'm saying? They put the machine behind her more than they did a bunch of people. So,
are you sure about that?
yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
For Jade, you think that's something's better than nothing? I don't think so. It's either championship or bust. Like how? Yeah, it's championship or bust.
That's the thing. We know that. How it gets there, is the $1
million question.
That I'm saying, yeah, that's what we yet to see. We gotta let that part play out. But like to your point, when you were saying you think they gonna win the belt sometime soon and then have it until SummerSlam, I think they build and then get the belts at SummerSlam. And maybe hold them until like Survivor Series or something like that, and then they can do the whole turn thing with whatever. We know that's gonna happen. But
yeah, of course.
I just take your timeline and augment it a little bit. That's how I think that's gonna roll.
Oh, so you think you Doctor Strange? You like to just, like
if I hadn't just watched Multiverse of Madness, I wouldn't know what you were talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. You just watching that? Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Too hip. But now, I guess we move on to the future of NXT. Oh, there goes Jada Parker. She's on the screen.
Yeah, those are two I was talking about earlier. When them two little black dudes is on the screen. Lucius Price and his friend Bronco Lee.
Them boys is lit. Jada is she's gonna be a star one day. Let's just say that.
Oh, she is.
She already is.
Yeah, she already a star, world star.
She's more popular than they expected her to be at this stage, but she just out there doing the doggone thing. You know what I'm saying?
And let's go ahead and say this. Well, I'll say this. NXT probably has one of the best, or not, if not the best, developing women's division across the globe. Across the globe. I don't know. Maybe Stardom is breeding some nice young stars. They got some heavy hitters.
Stardom been that one though.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of rough. It's kind of tough, but I think NXT is just it's the creme de la creme. Like you can get an average green person, turn them into somebody who can either talk on the mic, got a real good in ring. They got either or they come with the whole package. So it's like you got left, right, in middle, which one you want. And it just depends on how far they can take them. And I think the women's division is constantly going to grow, especially depending on when they decide to go global. If they do this NXT Europe thing, now that's going to be lit.
You're definitely going to see some people step up when that women's North American belt drop. I feel like game's going to be stepped up to a different level because that one right there could win it. With Fallon Henley.
Oh yeah, she is a beast.
Oh yeah,
she is a beast. You got Lash that can get in there and compete for it.
Lola Vice, I can see her winning that.
Yeah, since she squandered away her opportunity for a championship and lost.
Oh yeah, she ended up in what was it, 3-way?
Yeah, when she cashed in her breakout star contract.
Mm-hmm.
And to that L.
Oh, Bob Benny.
Hey, that jump is hard. He hit the
Mm-hmm.
now that walk at first was a little weird. I was like, "What is this?" I said, "Kind of cringy." I said,
He bopped. That was to the music.
Hey, look, hey, I got it now. I'm with the Bob. I said, "Go ahead." Oh, I said, "Look, I'm about to hit that."
I'm telling you, they should have had what the boy name is, Winston Duke, at Stand and Deliver, man, for his entrance.
Man. And I think Stand and Deliver was definitely a good pay-per-view for Obi. And Dijak moving forward. Hopefully, I don't know what the draft brings. Hopefully, we get a main roster Dijak run. Maybe, I don't know, a legitimate singles run for Dijak.
Hey, he need to get some kind of love because he out there doing the doggone thing, but he don't get the 1, 2, 3 like he's supposed to.
Yeah,
on the other side.
That's the main thing, and I think like he may be ready for it, but it's just all about who you gonna line him up with. I think him and Bronson probably can create some bangers. Who else?
Put him with Karrion Kross. Why not? They can't do nothing but help the both of them.
But I mean, I feel like ever since Dijak's been in NXT, he's elevated past Karrion as far as just character wise, and I can advocate. I wanted Karrion to be something on the main roster, especially when we saw him at Starcast.
Yeah,
we talked to him. I mean, we really thought we were going to get a dominant Karrion Kross. Put the hourglass in front of Roman Reigns. And he had a good introduction with Drew, and it just didn't work out.
You can't put your finger on.
That went downhill very quickly. Like, very quickly. Lost the air out the balloon and
lost the balloon.
I mean, it may get him a resurgence if he goes back to NXT, depending on what they decide to do with him. But I don't know. I felt like with these current releases, I'm surprised that they didn't hit him with one. Because
no, they got too much money in it right now. They're not going to get a real return on that investment anytime soon. But you know what I'm saying? The character just came out like what 3-4 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you ain't getting all my money up front like that, and then I just cut you loose. No.
Well, yeah, because I can say that especially with him, how they've been painting it, like he's turned Shinsuke to the person he's in. He's turned AJ to the person he's been. He's turned Drew to the person he's been. Who else? Who am I
train of thought on that move, didn't
you? Yeah, I'm sorry. I had looked. Jada had threw me off. I was like, my Lord, Jesus.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think Karrion. I don't know what else you can do with him. Like it's.
If this don't work, that's it.
At this point.
That's what I'm saying. You give him till. All right, let's give him till after WrestleMania 41. He ain't done nothing.
Look, the only thing he got going for him is that entrance.
And even then,
I don't even like this one.
The new one, yeah.
The new one's very not even mid. It's like,
I like, but when he first came out,
the Fall and Pray.
The
Fall and Pray theme song. Now I was like,
that's the part.
With the red light.
And let's be honest here. Why is AOP even around?
That's a good question because I'm like, what we doing? Where we going? Like, I mean, we just.
No, I'm saying.
Like,
they just bodyguards at this point.
Mm-hmm.
What is your purpose?
He had a better run when Seth with Jesus or whatever he was trying to do. That's how
I mean, my thing is if you don't make a tag team out of AOP, if you don't make them a dominant tag team, there's no need to even have them WWE because then guess what? They're gonna be losing to Pretty Deadly, and I love Pretty Deadly. I really want Pretty Deadly to win the SmackDown Tag Team Championships one day, but
one day.
But it's kind of hard now because you got New Catch Republic, You got them Street Profits down there on SmackDown, Smack Dizzle.
They not winning nothing.
Yeah.
The Profits.
The Profits ain't.
Come on.
Hey man, let's talk about it, man. Because I think the Profits have reached their ceiling as a tag team. I really think it's just
when they didn't win at SummerSlam, that was it for me.
Swear. I was like, bro, like I just don't know where else you could go, especially when the heel turn only lasted for like 2 weeks.
Was it a heel turn?
No.
I mean, it wasn't a heel turn, but it was a heel turn.
It was a heel stuff. It was a heel stuff.
Yeah.
It said you thought.
Because I just don't really get the hype of where we going with this. Like we sitting there, we build them up. Are we really gonna have the Street Profits win over Austin Theory and Grayson Waller? No, hell no. Like let's be real. Come on now. We just lining them up just to take another L. And if we line them up, take another L, at least somebody out of this better come heel, and it better be Montez Ford. Simple as that. Put the plans in motion, Trip.
Bobby Lashley. Bobby Ashley.
The only logical team to beat Austin Theory and Grayson Waller will be New Cash Republic.
Yep.
The only logical team. Other than that, I don't see Pretty Deadly
taking that over.
Well, they would probably be the second team, I would say. That would probably take it off of them.
I'm reversing yours. I got Pretty Deadly as the next change.
I think. What's their name again? What's their name? Second Republic.
New Catch Republic or Second?
Yeah.
He said One Republic.
I think what will happen is they will win, and then Pretty Deadly will beat them.
Yeah, and that would be a good rivalry too, because then
put it the other way.
But I think also Grayson gonna have a good run for a little while.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a good run for a little while, and then, like I said, I don't know what we're doing with Bobby. I mean, I don't know. I mean, well, hold on. I don't know. I mean, may just be fantasy booking, but then, Carmelo coming to SmackDown, Smack Dizzle. You got the Street Profits. The Pride. Bobby Lashley. You got your manager and B-Fab, and maybe can be the business that isn't hurt. Good business. Profitable business.
It hurts me.
Look.
We'll see.
Look. Look. I mean, at this point, I just don't even want to get my hopes up no more. It's like the writing is on the wall. He's on SmackDown. They're on SmackDown. Look, power to the people. Make it happen. But
so, what we're saying here, Carmelo is going to up the ante for that group.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I hope so.
I mean, he's probably the biggest, youngest single star player that there is that's going to be on SmackDown, especially learning from Bobby.
Or
Carmelo
comes in and we kick Bobby out, and he becomes the leader, and then that's when we have what we need to have.
You might be talking something, Black.
Just saying.
Look, Bobby. Then Bobby get his singles run like because Bobby looking kind of pitiful right now with the Pride. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It just ain't. Bobby ain't been Bobbying lately.
Yeah, Bobby ain't been bad. You're right. Yeah.
Take it back to Lashley's ladies. I want that Bobby Lashley back. The one that come in wearing
what ladies on his arm. Like, hey, you could have this. Yeah, what happened to that? It went from you can have
lost
this.
The belt.
Well, he had him after when he was trying to recruit the Profits.
Oh yeah, he did.
And then I guess when they started losing, the ladies left too. I guess they went with the Godfather.
Yeah, he's at the Godfather.
Look, they went somewhere, but they ain't with them.
That's what I'm saying. But hey, if you watching whoever made Bobby Lashley on suit, holler at your boy.
Hey, and that's one thing Bobby gonna do. He gonna stay fly.
Of course.
Stay fly. No lie. You know this bullet.
That's a good video clip right there.
It is.
If we know we're not getting a call up from somebody, let's talk about it. Let's talk about Trick Williams, and NXT going forward. Like,
Trick Williams gonna get that belt tonight.
you sure?
I'd put money on.
How much you put on it?
Put five on the floor.
I put 5 on it.
I don't know if he's on stipulations, man. Like,
what stipulation? It's a stipulation in this match.
He can't ever fight for the NXT championship as long as.
Oh no! Yeah, he got to leave NXT if he.
Oh no, he got to leave. He got to leave NXT.
Yeah, he got to leave NXT if he lose. But I just don't see. I don't see Ilya staying there though. I think
he was just on SmackDown. What, 2 weeks ago?
No, he was on Raw.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But is Trick ready to be champion? Do y'all think he's ready?
Probably not, but the audience is ready for it.
Yeah, I don't think as far as skill and talent wise, talent on like aura wise, he got it. Okay. But as far as in ring defense, like making it prestigious, no. He's very green. Like I said last week, he's the green Booker T. That's it. Okay. And I know Trick. Like I said, Trick has room for improvement, and it's not to say that Trick can't improve because Trick can. Trick has a lot of he has a lot of high energy. He has a lot of a good starting point to start from. He has a lot of people that he could really learn and work from. I think Carmelo tried to do his best to give him what he could. Their stand and deliver match just didn't give in ring. Story it gave, but in ring it just was not. It kind of like how it was with Braun, Melo. It just didn't give. The story was there, but the match wasn't there, and that's fine. Like everybody that you work with, you're not going to have the best of a match. But I think that match to that magnitude is wanting to give you something that's like, damn, like yo, Trick is that guy. The aura from Trick, he's going to take NXT here, and I think he can. But you got to look at like how long did it take for fans to start really bitching about Cody when he won the championship. Oh, Roman's not champion anymore. I don't want Cody. Well, the viewership's gonna drop. Cody's boring. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, how long is that gonna take for Trick once he wins? Because I mean, let's be realistic. Trick is gonna win. Trick is gonna carry NXT into this next era. It's gonna be NXT 3.0 or 2.5. One of the two. And Ilya's going up to the main roster. Ain't nothing left for him in NXT. It just ain't. Unless they do NXT Europe. But other than that, deuces, Ilya. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your efforts. Appreciate your bomb behind matches.
Yeah.
You know, we salute you, sir. And on to the next one. But I mean, what y'all feel about Trick as far as going forward? Like, is he the man for the job? Or like, you know, how long is it gonna last for the job?
I don't think the job's going to last very long for him. Let's say 4 or 5 months, maybe. I mean, that seems long, but you know, because it's just like I said, he might not be ready for that job, but the audience is ready for him to do it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just like I've been saying forever. He don't win tonight. I ain't a fan of him.
Fickle.
You know what I'm saying? So when he do win, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be like, "Oh, that Trick Willie!
Whoop that Trick!
I like it.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be me for about a week, and then we're gonna see it. People gonna turn on him. We might start to notice a little more when he flubs his words or something like that because he talks real good. You know what I'm saying? But that's if he got to rap that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just like we were saying about Damien, might happen to Trick. We just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Black.
I mean, you know, we'll see. That's all I can say, really.
Yeah.
We'll see. True. You know, I mean, like you said, he has the fan base. He got everybody behind him. Hey, whoop that Trick. You know what I mean? He has it. You know, it's just. I think I agree with Mr. 211. It ain't gonna be a long reign.
No.
But he's gonna have a reign. It's just ain't gonna be long.
It will be a Roman reign.
Yeah, definitely gonna be that either.
Hell no.
I don't think we may not see that again.
I hope we don't see it again, honestly.
Our grandkids might.
Look how long it took to even get to this point. Like, I remember when Hogan, he held from what, 84 to 88. 88. And look where we at now. Long time.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
See, wrestling wasn't on TV every day back then. It was on a lot, but not every day like it is now. That's why, people get bored of it quick, because it's almost. Imagine if Cody won that battle at WrestleMania, you ain't seen him for 3 months. Because wrestling just wasn't on.
But wrestling's always on. I think that's the chore. Like, even with podcasting, I would say this to any podcasters out there. When you podcasting, like, you have an obligation to really watch everything to make sure that you're up to date. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Look, New Japan, TNA, AEW, DPW, GCW, got there, MLW. Look, it's so many wrestling promotions, it don't make no darn sense. So for me to say that I can watch all that, I'm gonna tell you right now, we ain't watching all that. Look, I'll catch it every now and then because you get little, I ain't gonna say, how they did the Undercover Brother, Caucasian Overload. That's where we at. And I think, when it comes down to it, you have so much wrestling on. What's the average attention span for a wrestling fan? It's very small. It's like it ain't even the size of peanut. Like, you see how small that is?
Got the attention span of a.
Did we even mention NWA?
Nope. In NWA.
He said nope.
NWA. Look, I'm telling you, one of the mainstays of wrestling, one of the forefathers, and I think it's just rough to really watch something because a lot of people don't know about it, or they've heard about it, but they just don't watch it because it's not on the main network. When you think of wrestling, you see it on national TV or you see it on a main network, which then intrigues you to watch it. But then you got Raw for 3 hours. You got NXT for 2 hours. You got Wednesday with Dynamite for, was it 2 hours? Or
2 hours.
You got 2 hours. Thursday, you got TNA. Friday, you got Smackdown for 2 hours. Then you got Rampage for 2 hours. Then you got Collision Saturday for 2 hours or 1 hour. Excuse me, Rampage is 1 hour.
Rampage 1 hour, Collision 2 hours.
Collision 2 hours. Then Saturday you may have a darn PLE that comes up. That's gonna be about 4 or 5 hours. Then Sunday, AEW had a pay-per-views. Now you're gonna have at least about 4 or 5 hours again. Then TNA. It's so much wrestling. It's so much content. It's hard to keep up with everything and everybody to stay relevant, especially with podcasts. And I tell people, I said it is rough out in these streets. Rough. It's rough.
Then you gotta have a life.
Hey, swear, look, I love wrestling, love it. But guess what? Wrestling gonna have to get a break sometime, man. Look, not only wrestling, then you got to still watch sports. And that's you got to watch MLB, NFL, NBA. If you
Shout out to my Celtics taking game 1 against the Heat.
Man, whatever, man. I don't even want to look. I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to talk about nothing NBA, man. I don't even want to bump the Nuggets, and that was ridiculous how that ended last night. I'm gonna just say that I threw my damn phone.
It was ridiculous how the Sixers lost last night.
Hey, that was kind of I can't.
Then I had just got an alert that the NBA ruled that the referees missed 2 calls.
But they ain't gonna do nothing about it. Like it can't take the L back.
They can't.
My thing is like y'all.
They gonna owe us one. No, they gonna owe us one. They gonna call the next game. Watch. I tell you.
They better do the same thing for the Lakers then. I mean, but that was our fault. I would say that too. We blew a 20-point lead. I just don't understand how.
You had a 20-point lead,
bro. 20-point lead. That ain't nothing new for the Lakers. That ain't nothing new for the Lakers. Man, shut up. Anybody worry about no Celtics, man? Look, bump the Celtics.
Without Jimmy Butler.
Look, I don't care who wasn't in the game. I care about who was in the game, and those people who were in the game won the game.
Well, we could have won. Okay. We could have won, but our bench didn't want to step up. Austin Reeves definitely didn't want to step up. Rao and all them other boys, I don't know what the hell they was doing. They was sitting down, being quiet, not making shots. Damn, LeBron, AD, and D-Lo was putting in work. D-Lo said, bump everybody who was talking that trash. I'm going to shoot these threes. I'm going to bust them things.
Yeah.
And we still lost. And the reason why we lost is because with that much time on the damn shot clock, why would you take – you got a wide open shot. You got so much time left. I wouldn't even give him that much time. Shoot, if you needed dribble pull or do you step back, or like I think LeBron probably would have made that if he would have did his little look at the ball. They know what's coming. Step back, hit that thing. He had a wide open three, missed it. Jamal Murray. Oh my gosh. Like I felt like my heart was racing so bad. That man brought that ball up the court. I said, "Oh,
I saw it too.
look." I said,
saw
"Hey,
that.
dude, I said, lock that thing down, bro. Lock it down now. Look, I said, we're going to overtime. I don't care what nobody say. Look, we're going to overtime. We'll get it there."
Yeah.
That man said, "Whoop."
Step back.
And it was great defense, but it was better offense.
Yeah.
And that thing said, I said, you got to be kidding me.
Mm-hmm.
I threw my phone. I called DeAndre last night. DeAndre didn't even watch the game. I showed him a replay. He said, "Bro, get off my phone. I didn't want to look at that." He said, "Bro, it just pissed me off." He said, "I don't even want to look at that." And it's ridiculous. 2-0. 2-0. Bro, you had the game. It could have been 1-1 going into the La La Land. Now, you got to deal with coming back from 2-0. You got home court, so you can't lose no more games.
This motherfucker here.
All right, bro. Look, at the end of the day, I tell you this. Look, if my Lakers don't, I accept it. But your Celtics, it has no excuse if they don't make it to the finals. They bet not lose in any other round. They bet not lose in the second round. They bet not lose in the conference finals, and they damn sure bet not lose in the NBA finals if they get there.
Yeah, they gotta win a championship.
I mean, if they do, I will take my lumps. I will.
Okay, all right, cool.
I ain't gonna make no excuses. Oh, Jimmy Butler wasn't in the game. I don't care. The team that was out there is the team you got to root for. That's what I say.
Hey, you better care when he do come back.
Yeah, when he come back, have I ever not taken my lumps?
Hey, because Miami's a scary team when they got Jimmy. When Jimmy on.
I mean, he injured though. He injured.
I don't even know if he coming back though.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's coming back. At least not this series.
I don't think.
If they get biased in this series, he might be back the next one.
No, he'll be back next year.
Yeah, he'll be back next year. I don't think he's coming back for the rest of the season. I think he really tore up his stuff. I don't think he's coming back.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Yeah, but
that
means somebody else got to step up. Bam Adebayo. What is it? Bam Adebayo.
Adebayo, yeah.
They gotta step up in Jimmy's place.
You said
I'm
Bam.
still gonna be there. Well, no, he's not gonna be there. He had surgery. But you know what I'm saying? Don't just lose all your spirit because Jimmy gone.
That man said Bam.
I don't. That's his name, man.
Yeah, Bam.
Yeah, Bam.
Bam Adebayo.
Adebayo.
Oh, Dame went off. Dame said that man had 35 at half. That man said, "I'm balling." He said, "Look, y'all talking all this junk, y'all talking all this smack. At the end of the day, I'm going through some things, but I'm about to drop these buckets on you because you already know what time it is. I got my watch on. It's Dame time."
Oh, Dame time. I thought it was Lillard time. Lillard time.
Lillard time, Dame time. It's the same time. Same damn time.
Who are these people?
And then Kawhi Leonard's supposed to be returning tonight versus
whatever. I believe it when I see it. Kawhi Leonard ain't played since 2012.
Oh, Maxey won the most improved player of the year.
Yes, he did.
Which I think is very respectable. I like Maxey. He's a great player to me.
Oh, yeah.
He brings that energy, and he stepped up more than Tobias Harris has in the last couple of years.
And by the way, Tobias Harris, count your effing days. You by far. Hey, what they say? What Chris Brown say to Quavo?
I don't know.
At the end, when he said, I wish everybody wish it was you.
He said, "Look,
he stole Jimmy Butler's money."
Hey, swear. Hey, look, and the Sixers ain't never been the same again.
Stole Jimmy Butler's money.
Look,
yeah,
it's crazy.
That guy. Yeah, him.
I believe it.
Gave it to him downstairs. Milk and cookies. Him.
You want some milk and cookies?
Him downstairs.
Yeah.
Everybody wants some milk and cookies.
And you know what? He went to UT. He a Tennessee guy. But what are you doing now? Not a thing. 9 points in game 1, 10 points in game 2. You're supposed to be the third option. You're the $100+ million man, and
ain't doing nothing. Ain't doing jacks. You ain't
doing nothing. Jimmy, you stole Jimmy Butler money.
I wish I could make that type of money and not to do nothing.
Stole Jimmy money. Anyway, there's no here nor there.
We're gonna pray for them.
It's here and there.
I would say, hey, Miss Clark, Miss Caitlin Clark, she had her Nike deal, 8 years, 28 mil. That's crazy. They ain't signed Aja yet, man.
What's that broken down? Like what? 5 minutes? No.
Yeah. Wait, say that again. What?
That's 8 years, 28.
No. What did you say after that?
Aja, they ain't signed Aja yet.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I guess Nike was coming in because shoot, I'm looking at her stuff now. It said Nike offered 8 years, 28 mil with signature shoe included. Under Armour offered her 4 years, 16 mil with signature shoe included. Puma walked away when told bidding would start at $3 million per year. I don't know what they were thinking. Adidas offered her 4 years, $6 million with signature shoe. So obviously,
really,
look, I guess I understand the movement. I get it. I respect it.
What made her famous in the first place?
Getting beat by Angel Reese.
Because what I'm saying is you had people before her that had game. I'm gonna go with Kelsey Plum, who the record that she had to beat in order to be the all-time, NCAA leader or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
In the women's, I'm saying, not the all-time, but just in the women's, basketball realm or whatnot. And I'm like, what is it? And I know what it is. It's because she shot from down half court.
Oh, yeah.
Because she made these unbelievable shots. That's what made her famous.
Yep.
But Angel Reese, when she did this, that actually really made her famous because now Angel was the villain. Now it really enhanced it. But let's not forget.
No sports people.
Let's not forget, though, who did this first during the tournament the year before. But then when Angel Reese wanted to do it, oh, she's classless. Oh, she's not a class act. But it was cool that Caitlyn did it. That's my problem with the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you basically you crowned her, and she ain't even won a championship. She never finished her story.
And that's
yeah. We sitting here talking about no, fuck all this. No. We're sitting here talking about a 2-time loser when we can't give Dawn Staley her flowers.
And she said, thank God, and we tripping over her saying, thank God?
We can't give Dawn Staley her flowers. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We can't even talk about the UConn Huskies that won back-to-back championships. We can't talk about the Gamecocks that went undefeated. No, we want to talk about the 2-time loser.
That got locked down in the Gamecocks game.
That's what we want to talk about. That lost to 2 SEC teams back-to-back years. So, that's cool. Get your $28 million. Hey, I ain't knocking you for that. But don't give me this BS about, whatever, man. About who classless and who's classy, man. Whatever. Get out of here with all that.
Hey.
Because at the end of the day, that's just like the CM Punk situation. We can talk about the Young Bucks. We can talk about Tony Khan. We can do all that. But Adam Page, he was the one that started all this BS.
Because he wanted to go into business for himself.
So
where
that's
Adam
how
Page
I feel about that. And I know people gonna be like, "Oh man, you just a hater of Caitlyn." No, I'm not a hater, man. I'm just calling facts.
I mean, she can ball, but can she ball in the critical moments? Obviously not. She has some work that she needs to do in those critical moments. When you want to bring legacy to your team, you just didn't bring legacy performance, and you got shut down. You got showed out on some of the biggest stages, and that's fine. That's all right, Right. But is it really all right? Because when you go in, you got women that's won multiple national championships. You got women that's won, these awards on the collegiate level and on the WNBA level, and they not even getting no deals like that. So
she brought eyes to the sport. She elevated it. I give her that credit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But dang, don't be trying to, you know what I'm saying? Then, they want to get on down, Taraji. I mean, Taraji just old school. That's just what that is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember Rasheed Wallace, he was telling a story about how when he first came in the league and he did this dunk, and I think the guy name was Klein or something like that. And
Clyde Drexler.
Huh?
You said Clyde Drexler.
No, his name was Klein. I forgot he played with the Bulls, and he told Rasheed, he said, "Don't come in here with that mess again. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna handle it." Rasheed like, "Yeah, whatever." But when Rasheed came back up in there, Rasheed said, "Man, next thing I know, I was just on the floor."
Look, laid out.
That's just what it was. Now, you know, I mean, just Taraji's just old school, man. You know, but hey, I mean, she's going to get into the league. Hopefully, I mean, I see. Even though I'm saying what I'm saying, at the same time, I'm not blind to the fact that yes, there are more eyes on the sport
Right.
than ever before. Hopefully, she could be the catalyst that gets them paid a lot more. See, people get it misconstrued because, well, why the WNBA can't get paid like the NBA? Because nobody's watching the WNBA.
That's the fans' fault. I tell anybody, when anybody decide to bring up the argument of the WNBA players not getting played, it's because of like they are in debt. When you are not making any profit, you have some of your NBA players donating their salary to make sure that the WNBA players get paid, and then they got to go in the summertime to go play overseas just to make ends meet. Exactly. I mean, the highest contract, Caitlin making it her first year, what, 70-something thousand, 80?
No, 70-something.
That's average. I mean, what? I make that right now.
I'm saying my homeboy make a little bit more than that.
I mean,
on a one year deal.
But it's all about advertisements. Like even when the NBA back in the day, they wasn't getting paid like that. NBA wasn't getting paid like that, bro. Like they were getting they wasn't getting paid nothing but advertisement. The Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, those battles with the Boston Celtics and the Lakers. I mean, you know, the Sixers. You know what I'm saying? Then Jordan came through and it was like boom.
Exactly.
Here we are.
Off of Winning Time, where it's probably a stretch, but Magic was just like, yeah, I'm gonna sign this contract. I'm gonna be a Laker for 25 years for $25 million. It was like that's $1 million a year is like the highest thing that ever seen. That was the 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Caitlin Clark getting money, but it was just like Trigger was saying. The WNBA is subsidized by the NBA.
Yeah.
They only exist because really the NBA lets it. But, you know what I'm saying? Should they get paid more? Of course. But we got to do more as fans of the WNBA to help them out. Now, I've never bought a woman's signature shoe. I don't know if they come from men or not, but I've never bought a jersey or a T-shirt or anything like that. But I do watch them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe this should be the year I buy a T-shirt or something.
And even when I was listening, you know what I'm saying, to Unc and Ocho and them, I mean, Unc said it best. More women need to support the WNBA. More women need to go and watch them games.
Facts.
Like support it.
It's not a men's game. I think people have to realize they want to see women dunking, doing what the guys are doing. And that's fine because, I mean, they can do it. But at the end of the day, they shouldn't have to live up to the standard of doing what the guys do to just bring in and draw in viewers. At the end of the day, I don't expect for a 5'8" woman to go do a 360 windmill dunk. I'm not my expectations aren't to see that. I'm just wanting to see women ball because I know it's ballers out there. Yeah. And I that's what I want to see. I want to see good games. I want to see defense. I want to see offense. I want to see somebody that got handles that can work the post. Just plain old basketball. Simple as that. I want to see how to run an offense. Where's your basketball IQ? You running 2-3, you running 3-2, you're running the pick and roll, high screen roll. Like what can you really do with the game and how can you make the game better? And I think a lot of people just don't understand going forward that it's about the support of the fans. If you don't go to these games, obviously they're not making money off of ticket sales. They still have to pay for the venue.
Yes.
They still have to make sure that whatever revenue is coming in, all right, well, y'all, we really didn't make anything tonight. So I guess it's, I mean, Carolina Panthers, for example, they selling away season tickets for what, $4? What kind of profit you making off of that? Man, shoot, it's going to be a kill. Man, people going to have season tickets like, damn, man, I got season tickets for $4. That ain't good.
No, it's not.
That ain't good. That's a dip in your that's a dip in your fan base. Like, who is really supporting you? But like I said, there has been 2 sellouts, I think, for the Sparks, and I think for the Fever, if I'm not mistaken. They have sold out already as far as their season tickets.
Wow.
And then Caitlin, her jersey has sold out. The only thing that was left available, I think, was an extra large. So I think the hype is there. It's just the train has to keep going forward. We have to keep pushing it, and we have to still continue to support even after this, because you know how people are, especially when sports, when shit don't go, Lord, when stuff don't go the right way. I mean, let's be real. Like, people just hop off the train, like, oh, this ain't what I thought it would be, and that's fine. You know, WNBA ain't everybody cup of tea. Big Three ain't everybody cup of tea. The NBA ain't everybody cup of tea. College basketball ain't everybody cup of tea. Some people gonna like college basketball more than NBA because it may be more competitive. But it's about what you like. And I mean, at the end of the day, we can't complain about the women not making nothing if the people that is complaining not supporting. Simple as that.
Exactly.
And also, I don't want, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to, you know, go away from, you know, I know we just sitting here, you know, we're talking about Caitlyn and all that, but understand, this was a deep draft class that came out that across the board, they are just as popular,
right,
as Caitlyn. You know what I'm saying? So that has a lot to do with it. When you got Cardoza and Angel Reese on the same team in Chicago, you got, you know, my girl Rakia Jackson, you got Caitlyn, you got, it's
stacked.
It's stacked. And everybody was along for the ride. Caitlyn was, let's put it like this. Caitlyn was the star. Everybody else was like the supporting cast, but they was just as good,
right,
as her, which made it even better. So everybody got the exposure. You know what I mean? So it helped out in the long run, you know. But yeah,
well,
but yeah, man, yeah. Good
stuff. These ladies, please.
Good stuff right there.
Hey, y'all tap into the ladies this season, man. You know, y'all tap in. Make sure you
ladies
the team.
Support your ladies.
Support your ladies. WNBA. You know, it's about to start back up. New season coming soon to a city near you. So go support. Grab them tickets. Grab them jerseys. If you don't know who's playing now, do some research. Look at some film. Look at ESPN. They got all the highlights. They'll probably be running on First Take or whatnot. Stephen A. will talk about it. But otherwise than that, we're gonna get on to our final segment, man. Look, we're gonna be talking about the AEW Dynasty PTV pay-per-view. A banger.
Banger.
That was a banger.
That was a banger.
Oh, you talking about the whole show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought
that was a 9 out of 10 for me. I'm better than the weekly television shows that they be putting on, because baby,
all their pay-per-views, let's just be honest here. I know there's people out there, you know, they crap on AEW. Sometimes I have to
catch yourself.
Do you want AEW to survive or no? Because sometimes I get the feeling you don't. I get the feeling you want to just go ahead and get put out their misery. You know, of the things that I see, the things that I read. You know what I mean? There's really never I rarely see a positive anything, but you know, that's nor here nor there.
Right.
But yes, they put on great pay-per-views. They never miss on those pay-per-views.
At all.
Television, yeah, they miss. They miss tremendously. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's just frustrating how your TV is what it is, but when it comes to pay-per-views, it's guaranteed. Oh, this is going to be a phenomenal show.
I mean, do you? I don't know. Like, Tony specializes in. I can say he specializes in good one-offs. Well, some good one-offs, or certain matches dealing with piecing people together. I think he succeeds well with that. But as far as curating storylines that would want to grasp me in, that would lead into a pay-per-view, it just ain't there. And I mean, I think Mike said it in the Chop Shop. He felt like, you know, when you throw stuff together, I mean, can you truly be invested? Like, I mean, you could throw something together and, oh man, that match was banger, but what investment do you really have in it besides just that one match? You don't have no build, you don't have no lead up, you don't have to say, hell, well, you know, these guys trying to see who the best in the world. I get Ospreay and Dan, I get Brian and them. I understand from their perspective of why the match happened. I get the story behind that.
But that was the same thing. It's like, hey, we both here. Let's fight.
Hey, and they put on a freaking slobber knocker.
But just like you were saying, it wasn't a real story behind it. It's just like, you here, I'm here.
I'm better than you. No, I'm better than you. Let's see who got the Dukes, and let's put on a hell of a match. Let's see who gonna come out and win.
Because what's that guy name? Conrad had said it. He was like, we as regular humans, we play with action figures. Tony Khan played with humans. You know what I'm saying? He got the money to do it, so he do it. And I ain't mad at him behind that. But that begs right into your point of saying, where the story at? It's like, hey, no. It's like he dreamed one day that he wanted to see Kakushku, what the boy name is?
Kazuchika
Okada fight. And he was just like, hey, money. Come on.
Hey.
I mean,
and I'm not mad at him if that's what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying?
It just baffles me how, we're sitting here talking about stories and stories that they, lead up to the matches, and there's no story behind it. But for whatever reason, the pay-per-view sell out.
Every single damn time.
How is it? There's no story. Hey, there's no story building up to it, but god dang it, they sell it out still somehow.
But I think the fans done catched on to this way. They're like, bro, we're not gonna show up for the weekly television because you may have a couple banger matches on there, but we know when we get the pay-per-view, it's gonna be bangers after bangers every single match. Like we're gonna be lit. But my thing is, why would you live off of that flow? Why would you not want to invest into the story? And I think WWE has spoiled us a lot, especially in these last couple of years, with just certain cinema storylines. Don't get me wrong, AEW has produced less than 10 storylines that are pretty decent within the last couple of years. And
we was all hooked on the Devil storyline for a minute.
Oh yeah, everybody hooked
on. Yeah, we was hooked. And what happened to the Undisputed, bro? Like what
I mean, he's walking. Let's see.
Look, my thing is like I was so excited to see where it was going. And I mean, it is.
I think Cole being hurt, I think that played a role in it.
And yeah,
because everything was really focused on him.
Yeah.
Who cares? Like really, Bennett, Taven, no, not really. Roderick, maybe. You know what I mean? Wardlow, we kind of know where that's going. That's the story within.
You know where that's about to go too.
Yeah, that's the story within the story. I think that's where MJF comes back eventually. Now it's to a point of, okay, so now I will look at it from this perspective. Now that Swerve is the champion, we kind of already know what's going to happen. We already know who's going to come out the mud. I didn't even say out the mud. Let me stop that.
We know
who's coming out of the trash bin.
Man, nobody want no damn hangman.
He
ain't no damn hangman. Excuse me, Adam. Man, nobody want that, man.
You know he coming.
Man,
he coming.
Hangnail.
What Smokey said? Man, fuck him.
Yeah, exactly. But we know what it's going to lead to, and I hope it happens. Swerve and Ospreay in All In.
I don't know if we're gonna. I ain't gonna lie. We might still get Brian if they play this injury angle. If they play this injury angle, then I think we probably gonna get a Brian and the Ospreay too at All In, which I think that would probably be the better match than Swerve. But I know Swerve and Ospreay put on a hell of a match because their matches before. Like we said before earlier in the show, Swerve has put on some bangers with a lot of these guys that's been out here, that's been on the indie scene, that's been in different places. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, even with Ricochet has put on a banger with Ospreay. Like anybody who works with Ospreay, you're gonna have a banger match.
Yeah, you are.
Just simple as that. And I think Swerve, we see where it's going, but I don't want it to go that place. I really don't really care for him. I mean,
I think but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, AEW was great as always on pay-per-view. It's just a transition to TV.
Willow Nightingale and Julia.
To her.
I did not see that. I would say this. I did not see that coming. I did not see Julia dropping the belt.
I did.
Yeah, I did too.
I didn't
Most
see
times when
Julia
it gets to be the person's second or third try at the belt, I'm just like they losing this time. Don't always happen.
And then you had the whole thing with her and Mercedes. That whole storyline, which me personally, I don't like.
Me either.
And the reason why I don't like it is because I feel like Willow Nightingale is just a transitional champion.
Oh,
I think that for her because Mercedes is not going to lose on her first night.
Hell no.
We already know what this is leading. That's why I don't like it.
Right.
Maybe they do a dusty finish and don't nobody
win. Or maybe she pull a Steve Austin. You know what I mean? When he was in ECW, where hey, I'm gonna fight for the championship. I'm gonna go against Mikey Whipwreck and I'm gonna go against Sandman. But you know what? I came this close, but I didn't really want it. It just makes me want it even more now because I was this close to being the champion. I will go with that. But her coming in off the rip,
hell no. I don't think Mercedes ain't taking no L, bro.
I don't care for it. I don't like it. I love Willow Nightingale. I love everything that she's done
right
up to this point. I mean, I've been a fan of her since day one. You know what I mean? And I hate it for her. Just hate it for her. I don't like the fact she's trying to get
hold out.
What's my girl name? Sheeta. She's getting a Sheeta run.
Yeah, she about to get that Sheeta run. Hey, we need you to make this popping real quick before we get the person that we need to make it popping for in here. And even then, when you lost it to that person, they didn't even elevate it. They didn't even last long after that. And then they gave it to Tony. I mean, understandably, honestly, shoot, Tony. I mean, we're gonna segue right into that. Hey, before I end that, respect to Julia. I'm ready to see what's next, especially with the house. Great run. I'm glad she had an opportunity to really showcase her talent because man, that's a bad woman.
She is.
Wait. Before we leave the TBS belt, because she's not going to wrestle until what is it, Double or Nothing or whatever it is. Do y'all think that's going to spike an uptick in buys? I don't know what AEW's regular buys per month is or per show, but you think it's going to spike it?
I mean, let's be realistic. Has Mercedes spiked anything since she's been with AEW?
If you let Shane
first night, that was it. And old Shane came through. But that's about it.
Second by second.
Now I saw something where they was talking about, her mic skills is this, that, and the third. Like, look, this is one thing I don't like. Don't start talking about her negatives because she's somewhere else that you don't want her to be.
Want her to be, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because she's been that way over here.
Yeah, she was cringy on the mic at WWE. People forgot that.
I saw that earlier today. Don't do that. Just because she's in AEW, all of a sudden this, like, there's another podcast out there, say, no, don't go ahead and say it. I'm listening to Jobber Tears. That's our fault. Saying much respect.
Much respect, y'all.
But at one point you was like saying, CM Punk is still a draw, but when he was in AEW, he ain't no draw. Like, don't say that because he's here now.
And that argument is going to be subjective in so many ways.
I don't like that. Just keep, look, she wasn't good on the mic in WWE. She didn't change because she's still the same in AEW. It don't matter.
and I mean,
don't crack on it.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully she gets better, but I it's very cringeworthy, especially like when every time she hops on the mic, it just, I don't know, I cringe up sometimes. I just look at it because I'm like, what are you really talking about? Like, where is this promo getting us? Where are we going with this? Because I'm like, I'm not being moved by what's coming out your mouth. Not.
Yeah. So
not here.
It's not. I think it was just the fact that no, I don't think she wasn't the first homegrown to go to AEW.
Who?
No, Mercedes wasn't.
I don't
think she was. I want to say Moxley was.
Moxley wasn't homegrown in WWE. He did his indie stints.
Yeah, that's right. He did do his indie. Yeah, like an actual homegrown. I think I want to say it is her.
Matt.
All right. Then like Andrade.
Matt Hardy. I mean, technically, Matt Hardy technically was a homegrown because he was in the
Because he was like 17 years old or something.
Yeah,
technically. But I guess we talk about main players. If we talk about main players, like I mean, I don't think anybody homegrown. Oh, Saraya.
Yeah, Soraya.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But so what you want to start out with? You want to start out 0 hour, or we just gonna go straight to the event?
Man, we can start out with 0 hour.
All right. So of course you had Orange Cassidy and Shibata against Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty. I mean, it was just a regular.
Regular match.
You know what I'm saying? Some stuff here and there. Much respect, man. I love Lee, man. I love Lee Moriarty, man. For real. I love Shane Taylor too.
Yeah, Shane Taylor's that boy.
Yeah. Shane Taylor, he got that mouthpiece, man. He got that, that gift of gab. He got that promo skills. I love it when he represents Shane Taylor Promotions. So, but all in all, you said what?
Talk that stuff. Talk that.
Mm-hmm.
But all in all, I mean, kind of knew Orange Juice Cassidy and
that squeeze, that one squeeze.
You know what I mean? I didn't catch the Matt Sydal Trent Beretta match.
Me either.
Did you listen to 11?
Shower.
Okay, so that was a bathroom break and a shower break. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, of course, we had the titles versus titles. AEW World Trios Champions, The Acclaim and Daddy Ass versus Ring of Honor, Trios Champions, Bullet Club Gold. It was,
it's all right. Yeah.
I mean, I think you could see that coming from a mile away. You definitely see that. I mean,
I'm gonna be glad that they get rid of them belts though.
Oh, them scissor meat belts.
They gotta go.
Yeah. Hey, I'm glad they got them things up out the way because who was paying that money to have a scissor belt?
Somebody did.
Look, I can draw that belt, cut a piece of paper out, and have me a paper scissor belt, and I that's for free. Well, excuse me, however much loose leaf paper is, and I'd have been good.
Loose leaf paper, that's about 95 cents at the CVS.
Hey, look, and I'd have been cool. But who paying $4, $5, $6? How much them belts was? $600?
I thought they was in the thousands. I might be lying.
I'd be damn if I paid $1,000 for that belt. Shit.
Yeah,
I lost your mind.
I paid $1,000 for a lot of things.
Look,
I don't want to pay it for rent. You understand? You think I'm gonna pay it for a belt?
Hey, I ain't lying. That ain't worth a damn. But I'll tell you, rolling into the trios match with the House of Black, Adam Copeland, Mark Briscoe, and Eddie Kingston. Surprisingly, that was a great match.
It was.
Man,
and I love the ending.
Oh yeah, I did not see that coming.
Me neither.
Hey, I was like, oh wow, this what we doing?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we doing.
I said okay. I said and I said Adam taking the pin.
Yeah. So we setting it up for a one-on-one now.
Oh yes. So thankful that Malachi is getting his 1v1 because sometimes we go from we're going to get it to we're going back to trios.
Yeah.
We're going back to tag team.
Yeah.
We're not getting the same.
I thought they was going back to WWE.
WWE. That's what they're going back to, son.
Yeah.
He was.
But them boys, they put on a hell of a match.
They did.
Mark is crazy as always. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When Buddy had threw him into that barricade, I said, "Oh my God, is his back?" I said, "His back all right?" Because the way that thing snapped, it clow. I said, "Oh Lord,
yeah,
my neck,
it was over.
My back, my neck, and my back."
I want 150,000.
I would say this:
went over there.
House of Black. Hopefully, they don't go back into the taking all the L's because I don't want to see that. I want to see them guys really.
Oh yeah, they already had the belts though.
Yeah, but you got to make them prominent, especially coming off of Julia's loss. Like you're doing more, especially with this going into the era of Malachi, and I don't know if we're going to get a brood Adam Copeland or whatever they decide to do with him, unless he wants to stay regular Adam. He doesn't want to go all demonic. Then I guess we can keep with that. The AEW International Championship.
It was as I thought it would be.
Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah, nothing spectacular.
Back and forth. Something that I saw in Ring of Honor back in the day.
I'm saying, how many times these brothers didn't fought each other?
Man, a lot.
Hey, a lot. I'm surprised Kyle, because Kyle was taking them back shots. Paul,
yeah, he was.
Pause. I said he was taking the back shots. Lord Jesus.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Pause.
No Diddy. Yeah, big pause. No Diddy. Yeah. Them knees to the back was them look kind of rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, that match was as much as expected.
Yeah.
And then Undisputed, them boys coming out and.
Nah, I definitely thought Kylie Watson was finna win that.
Really?
Yeah, just cause he was coming back. Like sometimes they come back and then win the jump. Sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
But that was one of those ones where I was just like, yeah, he coming back, he winning something.
Yeah. I still believe he's gonna join them though.
Really?
Yeah, I still believe he's gonna go to Undisputed Kingdom eventually when the whole Wardlow situation goes down.
Either that or he's taking that belt from Roger Strong, like Denzel Washington said. I'm leaving here with something. Yeah,
I'm leaving with something.
I guess it really depends on where this Adam, where Adam was.
Adam.
Depending on what's going on with him, I don't.
Yeah.
Hopefully, speedy recovery. I'm tired of him being hurt. It's like if it's not one thing, it's another, and it really has not been to where I would like it to be. Besides the MJF story, so
yeah, dude, stay healthy.
It pisses me off every time we talk about this because that man literally did not have to jump off that damn stage, and we wouldn't be in this mess.
True.
Stay healthy because he's been hurt twice.
Concussion first, and then the ankle.
Yeah, and the ankle could have been prevented.
Long after he got back the first time, won't?
Yeah. So listen.
Maybe Vince was right back in the day making him a manager.
Shut up.
No, he wasn't.
Nah, he was definitely wrong for that.
Don't give Vince that. Don't give Vince that.
It was out for basically 2 years.
Hey, we don't speak about the name we shall not mention.
Yeah.
I mean, Voldemort.
Yeah, Voldemort.
I just heard. I think I don't even know what it means. What does that mean?
What?
Voldemort.
The name that shall not be mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have that conversation.
We will. Yeah.
The name that shall not be mentioned, that we probably shouldn't be mentioning, Chris Jericho.
Known as,
the Lionheart, Chris Jericho, and Hook.
Yeah. Terrible.
Horrible. Like why would you put the FTW championship on Chris Jericho of all people?
It's terrible. Yeah.
Who's a 57-year-old Lionheart? Come on now.
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, are we really doing this? I would say that the reason why the pay-per-view is not a 10 for me is because of that match.
Because of that. When I was trying to figure out what it was, I was like, I forgot that match. That's why, because I forgot.
Yeah, that was just, it shouldn't have happened.
That was horrible.
No, it's not even a sanctioned belt, so what do you need to win it for?
Just to say he got it?
No, I'm saying it's like the $1 million belt, but a lot of people have won the FTW belt. Only like really 3 people won the $1 million.
But outside of Hook, who would the FTW belt benefit? It definitely ain't damn sure ain't been Chris Jericho. Chris don't have to win another belt in his whole entire wrestling career.
No.
And he could just sell. He should just be working to make guys better. Because I mean, obviously he's looking sloppy. I mean, besides the match that he had with Ospreay at All In, I don't think he's had a better match since.
Let's face it, Ospreay makes you look good.
Yeah.
My thing about Jericho is he can, if he in that space where he's supposed to be putting over young people and whatnot, go after the mid-card belts. You know what I'm saying? The tag belts, the TNT belt. Go after them. Go after them jumps and say, "Hey, I want to fight these young boys. I done been world champion and all that. I've done it.
Look,
I ain't done this one yet."
Jericho putting over people ain't even helping them.
No,
honestly.
Look what was his name? Andrade.
Yeah.
Oh, Action Andretti.
Yeah.
Nothing.
He ended up with Top Flight.
Nothing.
But
Like nothing.
done that anyway.
It's like P. Diddy. You know, he's the P. Diddy of AEW.
Oh.
You know, like
I mean,
you have all
he did
these
have
artists,
allegations.
you have all these artists on your label, and no one prospered
At all.
And really, it took for the Locks to get away and go to D Block, Rough Riders, to kind of get, you know what I'm saying, back here. But everybody else, you either dead or you turn Muslim or you just got out of jail.
Turn Muslim.
I'm
But
like,
you just got out of what?
Got out of jail. G-Dep, he out of jail.
I don't know who that is.
at this point, you just gotta watch.
Special Delivery. You know, Special Delivery. You remember that song?
You know.
No, okay, well, never mind. See, exactly.
You should know.
Chris Jericho just need to go ahead and start looking at those retirement homes. He need to look at different ways that he can stay the hell away from the young people, because you know he got a little, he like to get a little touchy feely. But that's besides the point. Let's go ahead and move on.
His wife was
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. His wife was on that fateful day.
I would say.
So let's talk about
the Continental Championship. Oh my God!
Who?
Great opener.
Yeah, that opened the show.
Great opener.
Yeah. Okada and Pac.
With a bang.
Pac.
Not Tupac.
Yeah.
Tupac is no longer with us.
Yeah,
Tupac Shakur.
Hey, an amazing match. Great chemistry in the ring. I would say Pac ate them knees up.
Boy, I caught it flush.
I said, "Oh my God, how are you still standing?"
Yeah,
he got his face wrapped in ice right now.
I'm surprised he ain't broke none of this, or unless they. I pray he ain't get hurt. But man,
no, he chipped a tooth. He lost a tooth.
He lost something. He lost little marbles after that. I would have had a concussion because, like when you sent the picture, all you saw was this. I said, "Oh my God."
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
great spot.
That joint was out to heat.
I think it was the pace of the match was very great. It wasn't too fast. It wasn't too slow. It was just right. It was in the middle. You had your pickup moments. You had your slowdown moments. You had your, all right, we're going back and forth. And I think they aligned very well in the ring. And you had those moments where you was like, damn, Pac might win this.
Yeah.
He might win this. Because it could have went either way. But the better man won.
The Rainmaker.
The Rainmaker.
The Rainmaker. The Rainmaker.
And
that's my boy, Kaguju Ochada. How you say it?
Jesus.
Hey, bro, we're going to have to get you Google Translate so you can translate these names right.
Kill his name,
from the Emperor's New Groove.
Cusco.
Kachada.
Cusco. And then his buddies, FTR, not FTR, the Young Bucks. And FTR had their ladder match, which
they had a match.
I mean, it was decent. I mean,
it was a typical FTR.
It was basically all
FTR.
their other matches.
Yeah, FTR and Young Bucks, like always.
Yeah. It was just a ladder match this time. Just had a ladder was involved.
Yeah, with a surprise fan that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, with a Sting mask on.
Yeah, and then
how ironic that was, though. I mean, if you really look back on it, like Sting mask, Young Bucks. Who was the last person they fought? Yeah.
Long-term booking.
No, like I said, I don't know if I was talking to y'all or the Chop Shop or whatever, but it was just like, if they was going to do that spot like a fan ran into the ring, why did security jump him and throw him in the corner of the ring? We know how it worked when real fans jump over the gate. Somebody's trying to murk them.
Getting beat down.
He getting beat up. That was Shabani, man. Shabani shouldn't. He called it. He said a fan.
Yeah.
And that's a dang fan. He should have been like, man, who was that in the ring?
That's what I'm saying. He should have just had on a ski mask or something so we know it's part of the show.
Yeah.
But we still.
And then them guys was big. It wasn't like no small security guards. Them mugs was swole. Swole Wizzle. Shout out to Swole.
I feel like he got a good pop though.
Yeah, he did. He did. He definitely did get a good pop. I think the time on him going on his own venture probably helped him out because
Yeah.
the route he was going initially before all that stuff happened, it was slowly.
Yeah, it was it was going boom. But I mean, hey, we talk about the tape and we talk about how we were like, yeah, that was stupid. But it seemed like it benefited him.
I mean, I think it benefited both of them. It didn't benefit Tony, but it definitely benefited CM Punk and Jack Perry. It definitely benefited them too. Now, I just, like I said, when we said on the when we talked about CM Punk, I just don't get the whole beneficial, like running the storyline FTR Young Bucks. Yeah, because that was your friend and the storyline that was just dumb. I just very cringy because it don't make sense. Like you got to make it make sense to me. Logistically, that just was like dumb as hell.
Look,
and it is what it is.
Yeah, you could have just said, "Look, y'all beating us twice in a row. That's the story." Yeah.
And you got word is bond. What is the video foot? Like my thing is, you made the video footage. Yeah, we had to be EVPs, and our mind wasn't focused on the matches, which is why we lost. And these are your guys' fault because that was your friend. I said, y'all are really reaching.
Yeah.
Like
that was reach.
I said, because y'all, there's no way y'all should be concerned about that.
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, that was bad.
But shout out to Jack Perry. Hey man, hopefully you take this run and do something with it. I know they were saying this pillar conversation. Hopefully, I don't know. He may get an AEW championship run. He may get a, international championship run. We'll see.
Yeah, well, it ain't been no time soon.
And then your girl Thunder Rosa and Timeless Tony Storm.
I thought that was a good match.
I think it was too. I have fallen off with Thunder Rosa. I would say that I kind of fell back a little bit from Thunder Rosa.
Yeah,
she put on a showcase. I said, go ahead.
Yeah, she did. And I mean, and Tony Storm is just
the best thing in all of wrestling right now.
She hits it out the park every time. I'm so glad. Honestly, I think her being released from WWE was the best thing that could happen to her.
Yeah.
From the pie in the face to the makeup in the face, and you just being this phenomenal black and white cinema is, and like even with the scrum, like she had a amazing back and forth with Tony. Like, bro, like she is hilarious,
bro.
She is hilarious. Tony, I'll never just letting you know, it doesn't matter if I win the championship or not. You'll never be invited to the ring. Like, bro, like.
Now you know she took that.
Yeah, I know that was a little too.
Yeah, she did it twice.
Y'all stop dragging Cody's name through the mud. Stop.
Look,
hey, it's a little friendly shot, but then when the shots start going back,
you know what I'm saying.
So for all the storytellers out there that like stories, how did y'all feel when she said, if you want a storyline, you need to go see a movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I like how she's so witty with her responses. Like her wittiness is like top tier, and everybody can't give that. And she has elevated herself to new heights. Like when she was with her Ruby and Saraya, what were they again? I can't remember. The Outcast, yeah.
Yeah.
What is with this woman have? What?
Far years beyond better than what the hell that was. Because
look, we got one that's pregnant now, and one that's just that put a rocket ship on her back. She's here, and then the other one, I don't know what she doing.
I think Tony has he has ADHD. He's like Andy. If you've seen Toy Story, he's like Andy.
Yeah. Oh,
he picks up one toy he want to play with, put that down, find another one. I'm gonna get this one. That didn't get old. I'm gonna pick the new one up. Like he don't know. He can't make up his mind. He gonna sign all these people. Which, I mean, he's getting ready to revamp it up. I mean, in the summer, obviously we got all these releases coming, but we'll talk about that and say that for the next episode because we probably gonna have some more coming up. Yeah. But we got to talk about the main event. The AEW World Championship match the reigning AEW champion Samoa Joe, and when I swerve till I what? Hey.
Well, I look like I was hitting the
Word.
now.
Black. No, excuse me. Killmonger.
Oh, he came out.
Strickland. I ain't gonna lie. I would say this. It was hard, but it wasn't harder than MVP suit because MVP suit was hard.
Yeah.
MVP suit his return suit was hard. But I vibe with it. I respect it. It was dope. And I was like, damn, boy, these boys about to go out there and they about to put on a match.
Yeah.
But you can't never have a bad match with Samoa Joe.
No, you can't.
You can't never have a bad match. And I liked how like they vibe well together. The build up was great. Leading into the match, the intensity, the veracity, like it was unmatched. And then here we are.
Yeah.
With a new AEW World Champion. The first black champion in AEW history.
Hey, guess what? It only took 5 years.
Hey, man. That man Hangman got it before. I'm surprised Hangman lasted that long with that championship. That was crazy to me.
Yeah, his run. Well, see, the leading up to it is always good, man. And like even with Swerve, okay, you got it now. Now what? You know, what can you do?
I remember his run up to the championship. Hangnail that is.
Oh, Hangnail.
I forget. I got to give credit. I think it was Black Wrestling, but I don't know. Somebody called him Hangnail Page. It's like I'm with it.
But leading up to it, you're right.
Yeah, I was all about it. And I was just like, oh, snap.
The boys were saddled in on their horses, ready to go, buddy.
I didn't do that, but.
Oh, well, some people did it.
And it had a storyline to on its own because you remember, at the end of that match, the Young Bucks just looked at him and was like, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, because he was getting drunk too much and they kicked him out there, elite and whatnot. He had to build himself back up.
Yeah, they like, go ahead and finish the job on Omega. We ain't even going to interfere.
Exactly. It's like, we got you, fam.
Yeah. So.
What?
Yeah, it was great. Congratulations to Swerve Strickland. Congratulations to Willow Nightingale. Both, African American, champions, crowned, even though somebody made the mistake or either they made a mistake or they hate Jade Cargill so much. Talking about Willow Nightingale was the first TBS African American champion. I was like, yeah, okay.
I said, look, don't be disrespectful.
Yeah, don't be disrespectful.
Let's not be disrespectful because, like, come on now. Like, y'all ain't even in on bad terms.
Look, when I call the TNT title the Cody belt, TBS title is it was the Jade Cargill belt until Julia got it.
Yeah. And then Julia made that thing.
Okay.
Because Chris Statlander,
no, it was still Jade.
It
was still Jade.
She tried. Look, she tried.
She didn't.
She tried to dance it didn't work out.
Look, her title reign was boring as hell.
Well,
boring.
Well, hopefully these new run of champions can give us some classic bangers. We get ready for Double or Nothing, the most anticipated Vegas show of the year. That's what they say. I don't know. We're gonna see if Double or Nothing beats out Battleground, which more likely it probably will, because obviously AEW has a trend of putting on banger matches for pay-per-views and not weekly television. So we should already expect the 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. The internet's gonna go wild and say, that this was one of the best. I ain't gonna lie. Somebody said some blasphemy shit. Talking about some. This is a top 5 best pay-per-view of all time out of every pay-per-view out of wrestling. I said, come on now.
What? Who's that?
I said, y'all got this.
You talking about this one?
Yeah. I said, y'all, come on now.
Look, it ain't better than Revolution.
Hell no. Hell no. It was a good damn pay-per-view, but it wasn't. Revolution was a 10 out of 10.
It wasn't Revolution.
Revolution was Revolution was that. Revolution was that.
Look,
Yeah, I see. Yeah,
I couldn't even find a match on there where I was like,
every match was like, damn, yo, they really hitting tonight. Look,
my God. Like,
Okay.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, that don't look right.
Yeah, oh my Lord.
Look, you seen that knee before they went to break?
Look. Speaking of that, we failed to mention during the Ospreay and Danielson match
when Ospreay took that boy.
No, when he
when he jumped off the rope and he turned and then Brian had hit him with the knee and hit him right there and he fell back.
No, when Danielson landed on his head.
Oh, the top, yeah.
Man, I was like, but yeah,
I hope it's a work. I think
he did that before though. He'll lock up on you.
Yeah, look. He's like, hey, he's doing it again. Look, he's doing it again.
Because remember he did that with who did he do that with? Was it Okada? No, it wasn't Okada. That was the eye injury he did with Okada. But he did that with somebody else where he was like, he was twitching.
Was it MJF? No.
You know what? It was MJF.
That makes sense.
I think it was MJF when he twitched up.
Do all that spit.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
He was looking like when JTG got hit by the Cobra.
Oh yeah.
Oh my Lord. What the hell?
But it was a great show. I just like my thing is, man, I rock with AEW. Everybody knows that, you know what I'm saying? But golly, just
be consistent.
Make your TV shows make sense sometimes. Because these last couple of weeks, I don't know what that is.
I don't last through a whole show, bro. Like I'm literally just sitting there like, bro, what the hell is this about? Like it'll be on in the background, like, but me like enjoying watching, I'm like, I end up on YouTube watching some like some stuff about food and building a house.
I be watching AEW, but sometimes AEW be watching me. I be out there.
And I get it. I want them to do better. I mean, I want, TK got to get out of his own way.
You need somebody to get that pen, man.
TK got to get out of his own way, man. Like, he has to really, like, pay attention. Like, look, man, this ain't, look. You're out here BSing on TV, man. This would get, you said what, Mr. 211?
Hi, Scott D'Amore.
I've been saying that.
Hey, if you want to elevate AEW, you might as well take the pressure off of TK and get that responsibility to somebody else. Like I mean, obviously he's still gonna oversee the product. We don't get him away from his baby. But get somebody that
Scott D'Amore would have been scared for his life.
Nope. Hey, get somebody who has a reputation of rebuilding and building up a standard. Because before he so sadly was let go from TNA.
Yeah.
That's still sketchy.
Yeah, that whole story behind it, I was like, something ain't right. But I mean,
right about that, man.
If you want to affect some life and energy into your company, into the locker room, get somebody that know what the hell they're doing, somebody who's story driven, somebody who knows how to build characters, somebody who can translate it onto weekly television, and not only weekly television, but pay-per-views. You get that? I think TK will be good. I think the ratings will be good. Will it be better than WWE? No. It may take some years because they have had years of downfall for drama, inconsistency, and all that mess. Oh my Lord, Jesus, Trick.
Yeah, you saw that,
yeah.
But hey, hopefully, we say hopefully every time we get on here. Hopefully,
I know, right?
They're consistent. Yeah. We praying for AEW. Like at the end of the day, I tell everybody, tribalism. Stop. Like it is nauseating with tribalism. It is just ridiculous. I don't mind AEW. Now, don't get me wrong. Is it boring sometimes? Is it a stretch to get through? Is it a lot sometimes? Yes. But nobody can sit here and say AEW truly all the time sucks because it doesn't.
You can. And I think that's what gets me sometimes. I'll be like, yo, every time? Like it
ain't nothing. Like I understand if it doesn't appeal to you, if you're not a match spot junkie, which every match ain't a spot field match. I mean, sometimes these matches just ain't, I'm like, damn, you hitting pile drivers on the apron and you mean to tell me you kicking out at, I said, hell no. You kicking out at one off of the hardest part of the ring?
Like every time, and then when they do something good, I don't hear nothing.
Nah, they don't want to get them their credit. And I tell people, I said, y'all got to stop being like that, man. At the end of the day, just accept.
He kicked out.
Boy, listen here. I about to say, bro, a Trick about to go to his main roster. It's about to... Yeah. He about to...
But yeah, the tribalism, man, like, look, I mean, there was a time when, back in the day, I watched everybody, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm talking about Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, WCW, NWA, WWE. There was never a situation where I disliked the other. You know what I mean? I liked all of them. Everybody had their own unique, way. You know what I mean? As far as like WWE and NWA, they both had their enhancement matches.
Right.
They both had that one match, that one match in the main event. Was superstar against superstar.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then you'll have your pay-per-view. You have like your Clash of Champions. You have your Saturday night's main event. You know what I'm saying? That's when you saw all the stars against each other. You know what I'm saying? But there was never no dislike. The Monday Night Wars. I mean, that's where you were choosing sides at a point. But I still watch both. Regardless.
Yeah, it's hard not to watch.
Because I wanted to see. I want to see who gonna trump who. That was the beauty of it, the competition. Now,
but I don't think WWE ever get back to that point where they're like on air throwing jabs, like we going back and forth, like, hey, we're gonna show up to your arena and do. If that happened today, that'd be some crazy shit. But like Black said, y'all got to stop with the BS. Like y'all can't give credit where credit is due. And I mean, does AEW suck sometimes? Yes. Did he win?
Yeah, he won. Just like I told you he would.
Oh damn, I missed it.
That's why you saw me losing my mind. I ain't want to scream while you was talking.
But give AEW their credit. I mean, where credit is due, it ain't like they have suck behind matches all the time. Like they do have some pretty good bangers. Like, don't get me wrong, the crowd and the viewership sometimes does not correlate on national television. It does not correlate on those streams, those platforms. But once it gets to pay-per-view, you cannot deny that AEW does not put on a great show for pay-per-views. You cannot deny that they put some of the best matches together on pay-per-view. You cannot deny that they match up people very well on pay-per-views, even though it may be for a one-off. It may not have any storytelling in it, or it does. They still make it happen some way, somehow. So, I mean, let's cut the bullshit.
I mean, let's be honest. There was a point in time where WWE was what they were, and you still watched it.
Right.
You still supported it. And even I watched it, and I still.
Well, they had to have crowds.
Yeah, and I wanted them to get back to what they were, but then after a while, I was like, man, I can't do this no more.
It got drunk.
I just stopped watching it. And then the bloodline came. That's what it was.
And then Mr. Blackout Gems was in there.
Bloodline
not saying we not the twos, but we the ones.
Yeah, we the ones. That when I saw that bloodline, I just kept, and I kind of, so how I really started it was like I would watch the highlights. I never watched the whole show.
Yeah.
I just watched the highlight of the bloodline and see how that was going. And then after, I was like, oh yeah. And then once they added Sammy to it, oh yeah, run it.
Hey, run it.
Yeah,
run it.
Man, that was my pure perfection. I loved it. You know what I mean? That what brought me back. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But hey, let's all get along, man. You know what I mean? Everybody making money. Everybody making money. Everybody eat.
Everybody eating, B. And with that being said, just let y'all know as we end the show, Mr. Trick Williams is your new NXT champion. Congratulations. I can't be the Samantha Irvin. Congratulations, Trick Willie. Go forward and start whooping all them tricks. Continue to keep getting better. Congratulations to Ilya for having a great NXT run. Can't wait to see what you do on the main roster. He deserves everything. Congratulations, Carmelo. Congratulations, Braun. Congratulations, Tiff. It's a new era in WWE. Hopefully, it'll be a new era in AEW if they ever get their together. And then, like I said, any closing comments from the fellas, from the brothers?
Nah, man. I think we did well tonight. You know what I'm saying? We thinking about our brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The Cannon.
Cannon. You know what I mean? You know, our prayers are with you, and and all that good stuff, man. So we holding it down for you the best way that we can.
Holding it down, P.O.P.
Yeah, man. That's all we got.
P.O.P. hold it down, legally blind.
The Usher challenge.
Look, let me know.
Oh, the you? Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
He used to kill that joke, boy. But Mr. 211, any steals you got? Excuse me, any things you got to get off your chest before we?
No, Trick Williams just became my man of steel of the week, and it's only Tuesday.
Hey, we got to get back to our segments, man. We got to, Mr. Blackout Jones gonna have you got to do better here soon. Hopefully, somebody got to do better.
So,
man of steel of the week.
I will say this, just on a serious note, because I was going to do that with the, you guys to do better, but it ain't even really about that. But on a serious note, man, like, look, man, we all go through stuff. You know what I mean? We all deal with stuff. I know, wrestling brings us together and all that stuff, man. And sometimes it's good for the mind, but everybody kind of deals with, things differently, man. But that mental stuff, man, is serious, bro. Like,
yeah,
it really is, you know what I'm saying? And just, and me just from experience, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was dealing with. And that's why I kind of had to step away from the show for a minute. You know what I'm saying? We all took a break, but, mine was kind of like, yeah, I was on some other stuff, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I'm glad I'm in a better place. You know what I'm saying? I got my brothers with me, man, that support me. The Chop Shop that support me. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you got. That's really what you asked for, is a great support system. So anybody out there that's going through something, man, look, you ain't alone. Always surround yourself with positive people, man, that's going to support you, that's going to love on you, and that's going to be there for you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's really all I got to say on that one.
Never, ever, ever be afraid to ask for help.
Amen.
Exactly.
It's okay to not be okay. Yeah. Like you had yours, y'all know I had mine last year. Was what it was.
Yep.
Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yep. And be open-minded, man. Like, sometimes you're going to go through the ringer, you're going to go through the rough, but just understand that there is a passage of life that is going to take you beyond where you're currently at. It's only for a current season, and that season may not be long. It may be a lesson for you to get better, to love yourself a lot more, because a lot of us, we don't love ourselves. We hide ourselves, and we put ourselves in everything else. We put ourselves in the work. We kind of keep ourselves busy and not really dive deep into what we're feeling. But that's why we have this platform. Like, it doesn't shun us away from our actual feelings. We want to be ourselves. We want to be held accountable. And I say, for every brother that's in here, anybody who I associate myself with, I hold everybody accountable. Y'all hold me accountable, and likewise. Like I said, that's why we here. And we just want to say that we appreciate y'all as real fans. We want to say we appreciate y'all for listening, showing us love. Every time we drop, y'all in there for the premieres, y'all showing us love with the likes, subscribe, shares, whatever. And we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all. And just remember, like Mr. Blackout Jones said, like Mr. 211 said, and like Mr. Carlito Cannon would say, like I said, never be afraid in those moments to ask for help. Somebody is there. And if you need somebody, you can holler at us. It's going to be maybe a good laugh session. We can get some good cries and some good tears in there, but it's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Like, give us a few days, we might be there.
I ain't lying. Hey, look, we got to put some itineraries together. We make sure you're straight. Look, hey, but we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all for showing us support. I just want to say, make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe. Obviously, the Instagram at Beyond the Bell Podcast, X_BTB Podcast _. You can catch me at official OVO Sound _11. Mr. Blackout Jones at Blackout _Jones. Mr. 211 at Man of Steel _BTB. Mr. Carlito Cannon at Carlito _Cannon. At Dr. Shaw _heads up. YouTube, obviously BTB, Facebook, BTB, TikTok, BTB, website, BTB, everything, BTB everywhere.
All day.
Telling that's a lot. Hey, and don't worry if you want some merch, get your merch orders in so we can make sure we show you some love so you can get some merch and represent BTB in a fashionable way.
Just wait till I get mine.
Hey,
wait till I get mine.
We ain't gonna talk about that. We gonna leave we gonna leave that to be. But
I'm saying, wait till I get mine. I'm gonna wear it every day.
Yeah, hopefully it don't. Never mind. I'm talking to myself. But like Mr. Carlito Cannon would say, until we yeet again.
I did the other one.
Hold on, you know, we can't end the show like that. Look, we go reversed.
Oh, okay.
Nah, like Mr. Carlito Cannon would say, until we yeet again. Yeet. Thank God we got it right this time.